Alright guys, Full Metal Heli here. We are going to do a little modification on the X251. The only thing that needs to be modified on this quad, guys, the only modification this one needs, and you know me, I love to do my little modifications, so for me to say there's not much to modify means this is a really serious quadcopter, guys, okay? A really nice quad. Alright, the only problem is you're stuck with that one proprietary battery. And if you use the E-Flight batteries, I'll be honest with you, this thing doesn't have nowhere near the power or punch. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little modification to the bottom here so we can use some tarantula batteries and of the sort like that, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm going to do, guys. We're going to start off by taking these four screws that hold this battery compartment on. We're going to start off by taking that off. Hopefully. And I'm going to have it where you can still, if you want to hook an FPV camera on, you still have that option. You're still going to have these little clips right here. Get those four screws out and go ahead and take them out and put them somewhere safe so you don't lose them. Anything where you can put little parts in. They sell these are pretty cheap. There's like $3 for these little bins, these little bowls. So, and a lot of them are magnetic. This one's not, but there's a lot that are magnetic so your little screws don't fall out. And we're going to figure out how this thing comes up. I have not taken this off yet, so we're kind of an experiment for me as well. Got a little flat head here. Now, looks like there's a clip here, guys. To be honest with you, it looks like this clips in somehow, pops in, and it does. So you got to undo these little clips right here, and this pops out. All right? Now we have access to the bottom of the quadcopter. The whole idea of this modification is that I want to be able to run some tarantula-sized batteries, some 1200 milliamp batteries, you know, instead of 950 or 800. All right, I want to be able to put these right here. I just want to see where this is at so we know exactly where our battery's got to go. So your battery, there's a dot right here, guys. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little indentation right here. That's where your battery's got to end up at when you mount this. All right? So, that's a good marker. All right, so now you guys can see that right there. All right, guys. So you got your battery compartment off here. Now, I'm going to show you something. This goes up right here for your landing gear, because that's what goes in. That's how your landing gear fits between this bracket. All right, I want you guys to see that. So what I'm going to do is I want to leave this bottom platform on here, but I need to cut off the top. So what you got to do, basically, I'm going to take these scissors. These are special body scissors, but you know, you can use anything that's pretty strong and pretty sharp. You know, you need some good scissors though, but it is doable. And we're going to cut it right here. We're going to cut it all the way across. Now, right here, when you get to this hump right here, you're going to cut here, and when you get to this little indentation, you don't want to cut across it. You want to cut up. You want to cut up here, like this. I'll show you. You want to cut right there. All right? All right. Now, same thing on the other side. Try to cut it all the way across the bottom here without breaking that thing. Alright, all the way across. When you get to here, you want to go like this. Alright. Alright, now, bam. But this is going to be the piece that holds the camera on, so save this piece here, guys. I have a nice green mat here, by the way, but I'm using this white mat just because I think things stand out a little better. You know, on the green, it's kind of hard to see. So what I got here is a little strap, guys. This is just a Velcro. It has it's one strap. You know, they sell these anywhere. You can get these at Walmart. You get these. They have the fuzzy side and the other side, and it's just a little strap. Boom. All right. Now, what we need is a thin strap, but we need 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut this in half. Not this way, but long ways. I don't believe we're going to need such a long strap either, so we're going to go ahead and measure and see how much we need. I need about that much is what I'm thinking. So a lot of this we can just cut off. So you got your strap, cut about this much of it off. Alright? Don't need all that much strap right there. Alright, get rid of that. Now, like I said, we're going to cut this in half. Alright, so just get you a regular pair of scissors. Take your strap and try to cut it down the middle as evenly as possible. Alright. So what we're going to do basically, we're making 2 straps. 2 really skinny straps. And I'll be honest with you, they don't sell straps this thin for some reason. They need to though. So, as you can see, there you go. Now we got 2 little straps. Alright. The reason I'm making them so thin is because these are going to actually have to slide underneath this plate. Alright? That's why I'm making them this way, guys. Alright, so we're going to make 2 little spots actually, just for that now. But you could even, like I said, you could even use these little scissors. They're curved. Just to make a little spot right here. So your strap can slide in. I'm going to use this though. Alright? Man, don't you hate that when you're always trying to work on something? It's like the one thing you need, you can never find. Alright. All you want to do is make like an indentation so you can run this strap up underneath here. Basically, what you're doing. Alright, so we got 2 little spots now. We can run our strap up under here with. Alright, for the front, basically your strap's going to go up under here. So, bam, like that. Alright, now, same thing with the back. You got to cut this big back piece off because this is not going to let you put a battery in here. It's not going to let you put a battery in here. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut it this way. I'm going to cut it like this. Same thing on the other side. Alright. Alright, so we got rid of that piece now, alright? Now we have this. I'll show you how we're going to fit our battery in here. What I'm going to do, alright? Now, we got one more dilemma now. We've got to put a strap in the back. So, you see where this groove is for the landing gear? Well, we're going to make it a little wider. Actually going to go to here and cut that off. Alright. Alright. Same thing on the other side. Go ahead and put your strap here in the little front groove that you made. Alright. Hopefully it fits. It does. Same thing with the back here. Same thing with the back one. Alright. Put them up under those grooves and try to get this back in here. Be a little tricky, but not too bad, guys. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Try to get these little snaps back in here. Alright. My music just died too, by the way. But the build must go on. Freaking got this stupid YouTube music thing that doesn't work. Sorry, YouTube, but it's the truth. Yeah. All right. Try to get these little screw mount nipples up inside here. Alright, so now we got these straps. Alright, basically they do get tight enough. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. That's good enough for right now. We're going to go ahead and screw these down. Alright. Get your 4 screws that you took out of there. Put them back in. Of course, this is not magnetic, so magnetic screwdriver definitely makes it a little easier, guys. So if you have a magnetic one, I suggest always using those. Makes life much easier. All right. That's it. We're going to go ahead and just jump forward with all these screws already in. We're not going to bore you to death with every little turn of the screwdriver. Alright, so you make sure these are all tight. Very important. This is what's actually going to hold your battery onto the bottom of the quadcopter, so make sure these are tight. Alright? Along with this strap, of course. Alright, so now, this is the thing. You got to build this up a little bit, because the way this is right here, and the way you actually, the way the landing gear is as well, gotta have to build this up a little bit. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So you guys could use a piece of Velcro, actually cut out a piece of Velcro to fit in here to, build this up. But I happen to have these. These are for like the bottom of little knick-knack things, so they don't slide around. I'm not really sure what they're called. They're just like little rubber pads with like a sticky back on them. And I'm going to go ahead and build it up with this. So we're going to line this up. It's a little bit too wide. I'm going to cut a little bit off the end of it here. And I'm going to stick it right in between here. Alright, I'm going to stick a few in here all the way across here. Alright, stick another one right on top of this one here. Now it should be high enough where it's not really going to affect it too much. Whatever, and honestly, if you have anything else sticking out here, go ahead and trim it off. Got this built up in the back here. That's the most important thing. Alright. Now we're going to try to build this front one up a little bit more too. I'm going to go ahead and stick one this way as well. Alright. Now we got a nice little rubber thing that's going to hold these batteries from sliding around as well. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try it out. We're going to go ahead and stick the Tarantula battery down here. Either, is this the JJ? No, this is the Tarantula, but the JJRC X1 battery is the same thing. So you can use your JJRC X1 battery as well. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stick that right there. I think you guys can see in the camera. I'm trying to make it where you can see here. Go ahead and pull this nice and tight. Gotta make sure it's tight now, guys, otherwise your battery's going to slide around. But go ahead and pull this down here, hold this, and pull that nice and tight, and bam, there you go. We now officially have a way to put the Tarantula JGRC X1 battery on the bottom of the X251. There it is, guys. Simple modification. Took a few minutes. Like I said, if you don't have these little rubber things, you could always use a big piece of, I'll show you. You could just use a piece of Velcro, cut you out a nice piece to fit in there. And if it's not thick enough, double it up, cut another piece and stick it on top. The same way I did with these, you could use the Velcro as well if you don't happen to have these. It's just, I like these because they're rubber. They give it a little more grip so the battery don't slide around quite so much. But you could even, if you want to put Velcro on the inside of here, then you can put the other Velcro, the opposite side, on the battery, and then your battery's not going to slide around at all. It's just, the thing is, I use these batteries for a lot of other applications, so sometimes that extra Velcro on my battery causes it to not fit into some other quadcopters, so that's the only reason I didn't put Velcro on here and on the battery. But if you did that, then yeah, you would never have to worry about it. But that seems pretty secure, guys. That's not going nowhere, okay? Now, here's the second half of what I wanted to show you guys, alright? This is going to be for the guys that still want to use their camera, alright? Because some guys are going to want to still put a little FPV camera on here. So this is going to be the thing. This is the part that I want you guys to see. All right, go ahead and cut this off right here. Cut this off right here. All right. Now, go ahead and we're going to go ahead and cut this whole thing off right here. We're going to do this right here. Bam. Bam. Cut that off. That off. Alright. These are the same on both sides, so it just pops in either way, so it doesn't matter if you got the one in the front or the back. They're exactly the same. So if you decide you want to use your camera from like the, I believe it's the 250, X250 little black brushed racing quad, comes with that little FPV system and fits right on this quadcopter. So if you still want to use that little FPV system, that's going to be what I'm doing now. I want to show you how you're going to be able to still use that. Alright. What you can do is I'll show you exactly how you fix this problem. Alright? Show you exactly how you fix this, where you can still use your camera. Alright? Go ahead and get us a piece like this, you know, about this big right here. It's about how big you need. Same thing with the other side. Just basically about that much Velcro right there. Alright. Matter of fact, you know what? You don't even need these little ends. You can just go ahead and break them off. Same thing with that. Go ahead and break these ends off. So you got these two little things right here. This is what's going to hold your camera on, by the way. Alright? Go ahead and cut you two pieces of Velcro. Measure them out. Alright, they're about the right width. Make them a little bit narrower, a little shorter, I'm sorry. Alright. Now, if I can find my razor blade, make it life a lot easier, but alright, so go ahead and peel this off. Go ahead and peel that off right there and stick it to the back of this right here, guys. Alright. Same thing with the other side. Alright, now, these are going to be your little camera mounts if you ever down the road decide you want to use that camera still. Take these two pieces and you go like this. Stick them on there. Same thing with this one. Actually, I'm going to trim this one, make it a little narrower. You don't want it to be wider than your strap. You want it to be about the same width as this skinny little strap that we just made. Alright? Now, even when you undo this now, right? Watch, guys. Okay, even when you undo this, you know, you just leave that little piece on there. Okay? So, you got your nice little pieces here that's going to hold your camera system on. And you go like this. You go, bam, and bam, and there you go. Now you have a place to mount your FPV camera still. It'll snap right in there. Still use your FPV camera. Still got the ground clearance. Still got enough ground clearance. You can still use your FPV camera, and now you can use other batteries, guys. So there it is, guys. There is the X251 battery modification and camera mount, FPV camera mount mod. Alright, guys, hope you like modification, and please stay tuned for many more in the lab projects, and please like and subscribe. Peace out. Go ahead and just show you, and I actually flew this around with this modification, and it flies fantastic. The Tarantula battery with the extra milliamps, 1200 milliamps compared to the 950 stock battery. This thing actually flew better. It was even more spunky, a little more powerful. This thing fits perfect. This modification I really like. Anyway, I want to show you the FPV camera. This is the one from that new. It's a Tarantula, but it's under a different name. It's a Zinzun. It is an NO.X62F. It is a Zinzun. It's not the JGRC Tarantula or the other one. Anyway, I have a video coming out on it, guys. But this is the camera for it. It's the same camera basically as the one for the Tarantula. It's the FPV one. So I want to show you how you could still use an FPV camera on this. Okay, so I got my little mod right here. We put the little Velcro straps on, and then we put a little piece of Velcro on both sides here and here. Hope you can see. It's a little dark right here. This is not my normal spot that I do my video. Just wanted to do a little add-on real quick. So anyway, I want to show you. Here's those little things that I cut out and I put the Velcro on. The little sliders where the camera actually fits on. All right, hope you can see that. That's the little, try to turn it where you can see down through it. Yep, the little sliders right there where the camera fits. What you do is you go ahead and you get your two that you cut out and you put Velcro on, and you slide them on there, and same thing for the back. Slide the back one on. Go ahead and take this and put it right here on your quadcopter where you have the two opposite side Velcros ready to go, and bam, and that's it, guys. And that is the, now you have your camera ready to go, guys. Have your camera, it's on there, it's ready to go. It's not going nowhere. You know, it's not moving around. It's perfectly secured. And there you go. So you can still use your FPV camera, like if they ever come out with the future FPV camera, you know, made for this quadcopter, you can use it, or you can use the one for the I believe the Tarantula one works, and also the one from the XK250, I believe it's called. It's the brush quadcopter, the one that comes with the FPV system. You can use a camera from that too. Well, I just want to show you that with this battery mod, you can still use the camera. All right, guys.